Councilor Lucjan Galecki, Ward 3 City Councilor, I am asking for the sake of your constituents, for the sake of your city, and for the sake of your colleagues on the City Council and School Committee, resign immediately from office. Do us all a favor. Do Ward 3 a favor and not have them waste 12 months to go vote in November next year to get you out of office. Do them a favor and get out of office now so someone can represent them that believes in equality and doesn't believe in rape culture like you. Shame on you. Now, one thing, and to get serious for a minute, I did want to talk about something I saw on Facebook the other night. If you've been watching my live feeds, this isn't the first time we've talked about this. This isn't the first time I've talked about this individual or the questionable comments they've made. This individual does not deserve more attention than they're already getting for this. We had a city councilor last night or the night before, wherever it was, I think it was 2 nights ago, was on Facebook, and he was asked, if a girl is sexually harassed, is it her fault for wearing provocative clothing? And he followed this with, the first sentence off the bat is completely disgusting. And he says, completely depends on the situation. No, it doesn't. It never does. It never would, and it never will depend on the situation. It is never a girl's fault for being sexually harassed. To have a city councilor promote rape culture or defend rape culture in a time like this where, you know, every woman, girl, female has to worry at certain points in their life about if they're safe or not, in times where men just don't ever have to worry about it. I'm completely disgusted by this. I'm appalled. I'm offended, and I'm a man. I couldn't even imagine a female seeing that and knowing that that person gets paid with city taxpayer money every month as a salary to represent them. Does that sound like a person who represents you, ladies, women, females? Does that sound like a person that represents you? No, it doesn't. And the sad thing is, I'm not even shocked about it. I'm not even shocked. This is completely fitting of this individual's character. This summer, we dealt with another city employee who was using racist and discriminatory language on social media. Now we have a sexist bigot. And we have to do what we did the first time. Completely reject this at the door. We have to never allow this to be something that is ever acceptable to speak about. Never. It is never allowed. And I don't have a daughter. I don't even have a sister. But I have nieces. And I'll tell you what. I hope the world that they grow up in as teenagers is better than the world that we've seen before for women. Because you know what? If I couldn't even imagine to have men in their lives telling them it depends on what you wear to the result of if you get sexually assaulted, abused, or God forbid raped. This needs to be denounced by every single elected official. All of his colleagues on the city council have a responsibility to the city of Chicopee and to their constituents, a whole over 50% of their demographic probably in some places, female. You have a responsibility to speak out about this. To call out a monster like this, an ignorant monster like this, who is making a dime off your taxpayer money. Some of us work so damn hard to get into office, and we work so damn hard to try to do what's best for our constituents. And we have fools like this giving us a bad name as if any other sane individual thinks like this evil, ignorant person does. Shame on them and shame on anybody who would ever support a man like this. Or I should even call him a man, because men don't talk like this. In a world where we had so many decades and generations, we were teaching girls how not to be in these situations, or how to act to avoid these situations. And we need to stop worrying about teaching our girls how to protect themselves. We need to teach boys like this, boys, not men, boys like this, how to behave, how to respect women, and how to act better, so these women can live their damn lives without having to worry about a predator on them, or worrying about a social group thinking that it depends on what they were wearing to if we should have sympathy for them, or if we should have criminal action against them. It's a damn shame. You know what? It shouldn't take a school committee rep to come out and talk about this. And I know a lot of you, to your credit out there, you've spoke on this already, and thank you so much for that. I wish your elected officials would too. You know, back the same thing in August when we dealt with it. We had elected officials speak out. Not as many as I thought should, but we did. I haven't heard anything about this. And the sad thing is, this is even the first thing he's ever said about this. He's talked like this multiple months over the span. And if, like I said, if you've been in my stream before, same man who tells me I'm scared to go to meetings, when in reality my father went through chemo treatments all damn summer. That's why I don't go to the meetings in person. That's why I wear a mask. Not because I think it's a scam like this, loser does. A loser. And, some people may criticize me for, disrespecting an elected official. I don't care in this situation. I don't care. Because if that's an elected official, I don't want to show respect for him, because that gives us a terrible name. As a school committee rep, as a city councilor, as a mayor, shame on this.